Hello everybody, this is Dartt, and I wanted to take some time to talk about patch 7.3.5 and all the changes in it, and there are a lot of changes, so let's get to it. First of all, whenever you log in, open up your backpacks, uh, you'll notice a little plus down here in the lower left-hand corner. That's an opportunity for you to unlock 4 more bag spaces right here. And what's involved with that is adding an authenticator and an SMS protect, basically a cell phone, to your BattleNet account as an additional level of security. Now, if you haven't already added an authenticator to your account, I have to ask, what are you doing? It is child's play for most hackers to slip a keystroke logger onto your machine, get your password, and crack your account. And once they do that, if you log in and find naked characters with no gold, don't be surprised. It's a horrible experience. I had that happen to me back during Wrath of the Lich King, during Trial of Valor, and it was just awful. Also, SMS Protect. They want you to have that done as well. I'm kind of split on that. Yes, it's an additional level of security, but I kind of have to wonder what exactly is the benefit of adding one device to secure another. If they crack one, it leaves a vulnerability in the other. I'm kind of wondering about that. I'm not 100% there on that, but nonetheless, do this and you get 4 more backpack slots, which is definitely helpful. It's a good thing. But moving on, let's go ahead and get to the meat of this video, which is what's going on in Stormwind with Matthias Shaw. Or if you're Horde, you'll have another quest chain. I presume in Orgrimmar. I don't play Horde, so I will leave that for somebody better suited. But we'll go ahead and head over there. And I'm playing through this on my Death Knight. I've already done this on my main, so anytime you get a little bit of time to play your alts, especially during this expansion, it's a good thing. A little stress relief. Let's go ahead and head on over to Lion's Rest, where the quest talks about, and see what's going on. Lion's Rest, of course, is the little area where Varian Wren is buried. Kind of a memorial. Okay. Gifts of the Fallen. Earlier today, King Wren, that would be Anduin, of course, not Varian, addressed the citizens of Stormwind at Lion's Rest in a speech given to formally announce the end of the war. After the crowd departed, I met privately with the king and his advisors to discuss a mysterious substance that has been found in Silithus. This glowing ore appears to be most powerful, and the Horde has wasted no time in extracting it from the Great Wound. The king has ordered me to fill you in on the details in preparation for an important mission. Okay. That's interesting. And get this. Tell me what has happened at Lion's Rest. So we click this and we get a cutscene. And it shows Anduin Wren giving a speech to Stormwind, the people of Stormwind. Basically telling them that, hey everybody, we had a scary time, but good news, the war is over. And I don't know, is it just me, or does that sound like a little disingenuous to everybody? Because, really? I haven't heard any lore about, Anduin sitting down with Sylvanas saying, hey, let's sign a treaty and, end the hostilities and all this, and here's Gin, and he's like looking on like, yeah, really? Oh, that's great. And suddenly here comes Matthias Shaw, and Matthias is like, yeah, kind of need to talk to him because bad things are going on. Because this is Warcraft when aren't bad things going on. So we skip forward a little bit. And a little arm pumping, we have to have that. And the meeting between the three of them. Basically, Matthias shows him the blood of Azeroth. Anduin wants to know what it is. And Matthias, of course, doesn't know. I don't know, to me, I'd be like, is this uranium? Is this going to make me glow in the dark? What the hell? There is some talk, yeah, they do talk about the goblins mining it, them wanting it for something and having some sort of value, but this leads us to another series of quests. If this strange substance is as powerful as it appears to be, we cannot allow it to fall into the wrong hands. Your presence will be needed in Silithus. Alright, well, that is no surprise. I've already sent operatives to Silithus to establish a base camp. Their orders are to monitor the operations of the Horde and gather any information they can find on this mysterious substance. One of my SI-7 commanders is currently awaiting your arrival. Go with speed. Alright. So, next step, we go to Silithus. And that's where the fun starts. So, the easiest way to get to Silithus, quite frankly, hopefully you have all the portals for Cataclysm unlocked. Is the easiest way to get there. Take the Storm Wind portal to Oldham. And basically just fly northwest from there. Easily done. And the first thing you'll notice whenever you're flying out there, yes, is this big, giant, massive sword sticking out of the planet. And it is huge. And I will say, before you even start this, you can only get this quest chain on a character that has actually killed Argus. So if you haven't killed him on at least, I don't know, LFR or normal, you probably have to do that to unlock this. I haven't killed LFR, I killed him on normal. But, so I'm assuming it will work on LFR mode. Definitely normal. You don't have to go through and do it on heroic or anything like that to unlock this, but you have to kill Argus to get this unlock. And you'll head out here, and you notice all this white mist oozing up out of the place where Sargeras' sword has impacted Azeroth, and that's a little disconcerting, isn't it? It's just weird. But I guess that's kind of like the essence of Azeroth bleeding up out of the wound. That's kind of awful. Yeah, I think awful is a good word for it. Let's head up here, and you can see this just devastated the whole zone. I mean, look at the zone map here. I mean, it's just destruction. This is the old Cenarian Circle compound, and it's just been basically wiped out. And here's the Alliance area, right up here at the foot of this. And we'll want to go in here to the, I guess, one of the finished buildings and talk to Nolan Speed. Well met. It's good to have someone of your renown here with us in Silithus. Okay. The Crown has ordered SI-7 to infiltrate the Goblin mining operation and collect any information we can find on this mysterious new substance. My agents have infiltrated the camp, but the clock is ticking and we need to get our hands on some extracted ore samples fast. In other words, I need someone who can take the direct approach, someone who can handle a fight against overwhelming odds and come out alive. Take the ore samples to Karga Stone Mantle for analysis when you return. Okay. And Kelsey Steelspark is here, and she's got a quest for us as well. She wants us to blow up some shredders, which, of course, that's always fun. So, I think that's all the little quests for now, so we'll go do that real quick. I'm just giving you a screenshot of the sword and just how big and massive it is. It is positively huge. So we'll go down here and kill some goblins, loot some more, blow up some shredders. Alright, that was pretty easy. We get that done, we head back up to the Alliance camp. Right up this way. And they will have some more quests for us. We can turn these in. Okay, and this is where things start to get interesting. You're referred to go kill the leader of the Twilight's Hammer cult. And that's going to become kind of important here for reasons which will become clear. They also want samples of silithids. And it may seem boring, but you'll want to go ahead and do that. There's a reason they're sending you out over there to do this. So let's go ahead and do the silithid part of this first. We'll collect some brains and larvae. Fun stuff. Now, while you're over here questing, you'll notice a little star on your map for a rare spawn, and this one is Croshex, something like that. Named Silithid, and if you kill these, there's one in each of the 3 Silithid areas now, he has a chance to drop a battle pet, which is kind of a nice little thing Blizzard put in. Let's go ahead and kill him and see if this drops. If you don't get it on the first one, you can't go to the other 2 areas and see if that one drops. And I assume you can kill these guys once a day until you get it, so, or farm it and put it on the auction hall, whatever you want to do. It's just an extra little bonus for doing the content. But they're not hard to find. You can basically, I think they spawn within a couple of minutes of death or something like that. So we didn't get that. We got, I think, 70 order hall resources and a little bit of artifact power. Not bad. Okay, so we finish up with the Silithid quest, and we head to Twilight's Hammer area, and it is right here. It's basically right next to the entrance of Ankaraj. And the first thing you'll notice whenever you get here is an outhouse with a guy in the outhouse needing something to wipe with, I guess. Because why not? You know. What's the most ludicrous thing we could put out here? But this is probably the most important part of this as far as story goes. There's some really interesting things that you can find out here in terms of story and whatnot. So you want to be on the lookout. And supposedly there's a toy that you can get that will disguise you as a Twilight's Hammer cultist, but I haven't found it. I've done some checking, and it looks like, for whatever reason, it's not connected to the game just yet. Nobody's figured out how to get it, so if you do, good for you. You're one up on the rest of us. But you go down here, we'll go ahead and kill Michiel Voidstrider or whatever, and get that quest taken care of. And while we're doing this other quest, there's a little star. The star is for a named ogre, and he drops a journal, which is very, very interesting. Where are you? Yeah, somebody else is already on him. Open tap. So not a big deal. I guess I'll play tank for the hunter, since that's what my Death Knight does. And it's Ogmot the Mad. So you loot him, and he drops a journal. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, because that is some very interesting stuff. Alright. Page 1. Ogmot was just puny boy fighting at the war camp when the masters first blessed me with divisions. The masters being the old gods. And I come to Silithus, to the great wound, seeking wonders. Make Ogmot your vessel masters. Last night, Ogmot dreams of great battle, 2 fleets bashing on the ocean of blood. I wonder who that could be. Horde in the Alliance, maybe? Shadows twisting beneath the ships, rise and Ogmot so happy watching the carnage. The shadows would be a reference to um, the last old god. And now, of course, I'm drawing a blank. In Zoth. Thank you. Then Ogmot gets waked up by skittering sounds. Stupid bugs. Don't matter. Ogmot knows Dee's dreams soon come true. Life comes back to this wasted land. First the bugs come. Now the gobbies skulking around. They craven the world blood. Ogmot am sure of it. Bah, let them have these drippings. Soon Ogmot gonna drink rivers of blood. The Master's promise. Today smoke rises up from the campfire. Smoke tells Ogmot good story. Ogmot sees lady wrapped in dark swirlies. She leads herd of blind sheep. I'm guessing this is a reference to Sylvanas, and the sheep would be the horde. Because, for the herd. The sheepies follow her every place she go, do everything she say, never doubt lady. And this is kind of an interesting reference to some of the whispers of Il'gynoth. It's kind of a follow-up. She guides them over tall cliff. Splat, splat, splat. Stupid sheepies. The crows get fat eating the sheep flesh. The lady laughs as crows eat. Ogmot laughs too. It's kind of an interesting betrayal by Sylvanas if it comes to pass. That blade has shiny eye, always watching us. Why you no see it? And that would be a reference to that right there, which is going to become important because to get rid of that, we are going to have to sacrifice our artifact weapons. That's already been revealed. There's a cinematic for it. There's some sort of quest upcoming. I'm guessing it's part of the intro for the next expansion. But that will retire our artifact weapons. But moving on. 3 lies. The first one been told. Bound by that throne? No, free. The next gonna come soon. Maybe they see this one. And I'm guessing this is Anduin's lie, basically saying that the war is over. That there is no conflict between the Alliance and the Horde, which is certainly a lie. I don't know. I still plan on doing PvP, and I'm sure the Horde does, and I'm sure everybody is still going to be fighting, so I have no idea why he even bothered to say that. That is kind of ridiculous. Other hammers here now. They talk about Argus, about the one that got wakened, which would be the Twilight's hammer, not the Council of 3 hammers, at least I don't think so. About great victory that our enemy not even notice. This enemy would be us, I guess. But only Ogmot sees the visions. Other hammers not blessed by the Masters. So I guess Ogmot is sort of like Cho'Gall 2.0, something like that. Ogmot share his dreams with others, but the skinny one just laugh. The skinny one. Okay, I guess that's some new Twilight's Hammer boss. Many days pass with no visions. Did Ogmot make the Masters angry? Be gonna make sacrifice. Please the Masters. Remember Ogmot. The star watching Ogmot. Too shiny. Ogmot gonna hide from it. The dagger spoke true. It'd been too long since Ogmot got drowned. Drowned in a circle of stars, maybe? Something about Inzoth there. The bones got picked clean, but Ogmot still get no visions. The others laugh, say Ogmot not devoted. But me is the chosen one. Ogmot no lose faith. Another sacrifice? Yes. One more of them ain't gonna be missed. Roused by your screams, stirred by the whispers, a blessing comes from the masters. Now Ogmod understand. A door, a path, ours, ours. Fool, the circle awakened us all. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm guessing this has something to do with the keys needed to seal away the Legion in the Tomb of Sargeras. That whole thing with that whisper of Il'gynoth, but it's kind of obscure. There's definitely a lot here that hasn't been stated, but it is definitely the case that the Twilight's Hammer is back, and they will be playing a role in the story to come. So expect that, and expect more foreshadowing before N'Zoth is finally revealed, I have a feeling. It's going to be some fun times. But we can go ahead and finish the rest of these quests, and basically the SI7 will thank you and send you on your merry way. After the Twilight's Hammer bit, you'll come back, turn in quests, and you speak to Khadgar, and he's got a little bit to say here. Basically, that he's working on it, and he is going to try and figure out a way to undo the damage caused by Sargeras, and that he will not have any part in a war between the Horde and the Alliance, which is fine. There's quite a bit of text spam that you'll find in your chat box, and you'll hear if you've got your sound turned on, which I do not. That takes a few seconds to go through. Basically talking about the tides of war and blades drawn and all that. But I will not take up arms against heroes on either side, not after all we've been through. He's going back to Karazhan to confer with Medivh. Interesting. Somewhere in his ancient text lies the knowledge we need. Farewell. Okay, goodbye. And we are given a letter to take to Magni, who is conveniently on the other side of this big, huge, giant-ass sword. Because why wouldn't he be? So we delivered the letter to Magni, and we get a monologue from him as well. Champion, 'tis good to see a familiar face in these dark times. Since returning from Argus, the cries of Azeroth have been overwhelming. Such pain. I don't know how to fix this. Not sure anyone does, but we've got to keep trying. The storm's gathering. If we don't find a way to heal Azeroth, nothing else is going to matter. And Magni sends you back to the leader of the SI7 to try and convince him to halt the mining efforts here. Of course, that's not going to happen. And the goblins certainly aren't going to stop, so... If there's a scab somewhere, of course pick at it, because why not? But we head back to the Alliance encampment, pick up a few gold, get a pat on the head, and basically get sent on our merry way. Right? Yep. Blood of Azeroth. I'll make sure this news reaches Stormwind, but I must continue the operations until I am ordered otherwise. Well, that's pretty much what we expected. I think we've got the situation in Silithus under control. We can take it from here. Thanks again. So we're sent on our merry way. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this. If so, drop me a like, hit the subscribe button, leave some comments down below. I will see you in game. This is Dartt. Take care.